Okay. So maybe you have a pretty decent gaming PC and you'd like to stack a little Kaspa when you're not playing games. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to get that done. Um, on your screen now is a unmineable uh, user interface. With this rig, we've got a old L3 running the script algorithm and a little GPU rig mining Ravencoin. So if you look here at the stats, it's about 9 Kaspa a day with this particular setup, and that doesn't sound like much, but if we take a little deeper look, there's a reason why it's still fun. Here's a little calculator I made. It just sort of lays out Kaspa and price points at various market caps. It also has a section where you could see what daily mining rewards might look like and what would be the price you'd pay today for some Kaspa and what it would be worth at different price points along the way. So I'm grabbing this data directly from miner stats, I think, and for some reason that live CAS price isn't working. But really, I'm deriving the price from the coins in circulation divided by the market cap, or vice versa. Anyway, that little link isn't working, but that doesn't matter. The rest of the numbers are live, and you'll see that I have a whole column of market cap prices and then the corresponding Kaspa price. Um, yep, there's where we can look at mining rewards. So yeah, there's the column market cap, and then the corresponding price kind of gives you an idea. And we derive that from the coins in circulation. So the coins are going to go up, and these numbers will get a little diluted along the way, but that's okay. So we're getting 8.9 on that rig today. Right now, that's worth $1.54 minus the electrical cost. But if we go down to these various price points, that 8.9 a day, it looks very different. It's actually, as the price goes up, as the market cap goes up, the 8.9 we get today is going to be worth quite a bit more in tomorrow's dollars. So you can just make your way down here. And so if when the price goes to 38, we're making $3 a day. So if we do have a nice bull run and we get somewhere where, a lot of people are predicting $10. So I put a market cap that reflects $10. And there you see we're actually mining $93 a day currently. Our little 8.9 is worth 9.3 if the price of CAS is 1050. So that's why I think that GPU mining and taking old ASICs and pointing them at unminable is still a viable thing. And so yeah, let's get you set up. So unminable has several options here. So the first option is to go to unminable.com, and then you'll come to this page, and you'll want to get started there, and then download their little app. And so going through this process, you just have a couple things you need to put in there. In this case, I know that this particular graphics card is more profitable on Cowpow Ravencoin. So we open up the app, or download the app, and then we need to put an exclusion in. So you go to your virus and threat protection, and then you go to manage settings and scroll all the way down, and you'll find exclusions. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that app you just downloaded and protect it. So you're going to add an exclusion. You're going to go to folder and then find your program files under your C disk program files, and then find that unmined folder and add an exclusion there. Add it to your exclusions. Okay, so It's there now. Windows Defender shouldn't mess with it. Sometimes I actually go in the folder and add another exclusion, but I'm not sure I do that in this case. Okay, we've added the exclusion. Now we're going to fire this thing up. And my stuff is already going to populate this, but you're going to basically let it detect, auto detect. And then it's going to say what it thinks you should do, and we're going to agree. This is where you're going to enter your Kaspa address, because that's the coin that we want to be paid out in. I already have a referral code in there. I'm just double checking right now that I got the proper address in there. Yep, same address. Good. So we double check that. It's good. Enter a referral code. It's worth doing. You can enter your own, and at least you don't pay so many fees. Okay, so I already had this thing running, and actually this app doesn't work on this computer, but this is where at this point you just start seeing your local hash rate and effective hash rate show up. You can switch over to CPU if that's what you want to do. That's where you can set the algorithm, and you do your referral code and all of that. But that's that, and I'm not sure if it'll work for you, but there's another option that I found works a lot better. I just never did get a hash rate here. So anyway, if you do, great. If you don't, we'll move on to the second option. Okay, so this is just the raw mining software. First thing we got to do is we have to download it. I use SRB, so I'm going to look up SRB GitHub here in the Google search. All right, it should look like this. And we scroll down to, we're going to be on a Windows machine, so we're going to download this folder. When that gets done, we're going to unzip it to, I like to keep a folder on my desktop for these. So we're going to extract it to a folder I create on my desktop. Right. This just makes it easier to add the exclusions in Windows Defender. Okay, we'll let that extract there. And then we'll have to go in and add some exclusions. This has all kinds of different algorithms if you want to mine various things. But this tutorial is about unmineable, so we're going to stick to the script. So now we got to go into Windows Defender. Oh, I'm just trying to grab that Kaspa address because we'll need that. Oh, we're going to set up the bat file now, maybe. And then go to Windows Defender. Well, we sure are. The wizard. Yes. SRB miner. No, that's not what we want. That wizard's what we want. Okay, there we go. I was having some brain issues. So we know we like Kapow. We want to get paid in Kaspa. So we're going to click that. Put in our Kaspa address that we already copied. Hit next. I was just going to put in a referral code later. So now what we do is we download this generated bat file that Unmineable made for us. So here it is. We're going to download it. It's got our miner address in it. So we're just going to slide that bat file over into the same folder, that SRB multi that we just make sure it gets in there. There it is. Okay, and then I like to create a shortcut. That's probably what I do next here. Oh, we're going to do the Windows Defender first, I guess. So we're going to go into our settings, security, Windows security, then virus and threat, manage settings, and then scroll all the way down to exclusions. It must open on a different monitor. There we go. So there again, we're going to go find that folder we made on our desktop, SRB latest, and we're going to add that. And I think I add the actual application. Nope. I guess I did not. All right. I think I make a shortcut here. I like to keep a shortcut on my desktop with the latest. All right. And I think I create the desktop, but I don't even use it to start the miner. I had to go hunting for that. There it is. Okay, you can double click on that shortcut or go down in here into this folder. Since I have this folder already open in front of me, I just couldn't resist the temptation to click on it in the folder itself. Okay, and it's really as easy at this as this at this point. You'd go into that folder, double click, run it. It's going to detect your GPU and start getting your connections made, and we're mining. So we're using the SRB miners software. We're mining Ravencoin, but we're getting paid in Kaspa, and it's just lovely. So eventually that will show up here when you put your address in. So here we go. We've got a worker online. Or no, it isn't quite there yet. It takes a few minutes to show up in the unmineable user interface, but it does eventually. Yeah, we're not even really mining yet. So that's what it looks like. Fairly simple, neat way to stack some Kaspa in when your computer's just idle. And you know, as the price of Kaspa goes up, these small amounts will be worth a lot more. So I do think it's still worth doing. There we go. Oh, I think I want to talk about the fans a little bit here. So you kind of want to tune this. I think I'm going to open up Specky and just look at my GPU temperature and sort of dial in my fan. And this is what that would look like. So Specky's going to take a few minutes here to analyze my machine, and then I will get this fan controller out. And my rule is I like my machines to be running below 80 Celsius. So, and lower if I can. So we're running at 62, and that's just going to climb. This particular GPU is living in a PC case. So we're going to grab our fan control. I think this is just called fan control. It's a pretty simple program, free. Pretty nice. They work on it a lot. Often comes with an update. All right, so now we've got a visual um, on our GPU temperature, and so it's going up 61, 62. I think the fans are cranking. We'll have to pull up this fan software. But you don't want this thing ruining your graphics card. So yeah, the fan's at 67% and we're at 62 degrees. So there we go. So there's where we can set the fan speed under this fan control app that I downloaded. It's pretty cool. So you'll see I adjust it to 72, and it really is it'll update that rate there, that percentage. That'll just turn to 72. It's pretty accurate. But this is like the tuning. There it is. Tuning your machine so you're not running too hot, but fans aren't blowing on 100%. And I sort of, if I could run at 60 Celsius, having a 60% fan, that sounds good to me. Running these things cool doesn't hurt at all. So at 72% on the fan, we can maintain 60, 62-ish, 58. So, yeah, I think that that's all you need to know, really. So then you can look onto the unminable there. So our workers showed up now. We're getting these little payments. There's the GPU on the Ravencoin network. And then our stats aren't going to be accurate until a couple days goes by at running at full speed. But yeah, that's that. Now you're mining and stacking the Kaspa. You know what to do. Let's fill up these blocks. And if you found this to be helpful, consider sending over some cash. Thanks for watching. You know what to do.